Is this working? Hmm. Sounds good on my end. Okie dokie. Chat's right there and stuff, so I can see it and look at it and go, and stuff. Okay, we're gonna wait a couple more minutes and stuff for everyone to join. This is just gonna be me, no one else. Me in the chat. All that is. No extra people this time. Just me in chat. I don't talk to him. Not like I can, anyways. Nice way to make fun of it. I've not been paying attention because I just been waiting. Is it even update? Someone is watching? Yeah, it does. It does. It just takes damn forever. Turn that down. Hair? No. Basic. 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 It doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. Yeah. That's that one. Where's the frickin' fricker? Where's the fricker? Where'd he go? 16. I was about to say it's not 16 seconds. It's longer. 51. Found it. Yeah. Okay. Ow. Cool. That's probably not true. Another minute. Then we get going. Roll up. Just give everyone a minute. It's not gonna do anything. Son of a bitch. People lose interest. I just said a minute. Okay. Cool. Great. I fucked it up. Cool. Don't look. It's a disaster. It's not supposed to do that one. It's supposed to not do that. Shit hockey. Meh. None of that happened. Oh well. Let's have people watch me squander. What the fuck am I doing? That's that. There it is. There we go. There we go. Is it showing on the stream? Because I know it's not full screen. That's the whole purpose. It's not meant to be full screen, at least for me. So I get to see where chat is and stuff and see if people love me or not. That's not the truth. Anyways. Let's look. It looks like shit. I don't like that. So if I just stretch this. Ah, full screen. Okay, cool. Let's try. I don't know what I'm doing. Why is that like that? Why is it not? Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I'm screwing with it. I'm screwing with it. Oh no! I'm doing a thing I shouldn't be doing. Ah, screw it. It's fine. Ugh. Okay. I think. We're good. Got these loaded up. Hopefully this will work. If I want to look at chat, I have to do this for a couple seconds. Yeah, it works with me. Okay. No one gets to look at what I. No one gets to look at why I search up for certain things on Amazon. It's not your beeswax. This is going with a wonderful start. What? I'm getting sidetracked. Where's my... Uh-oh. Well, figure that out later. I do not need that for the stream. Shit talkie. It is muted anyways. No music's going through this. Okay, I guess we should get off of that. Anyways. Now that after 20 minutes. Hello everybody. Welcome back to this dumb channel. I don't know what I'm saying. Today we are doing r/AmItheAsshole, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title. I can't think right now. And sometimes certain words can't come to my mind until I think about it for a long time. So, So, hey, hope y'all had a great 4th of July. I don't know. Really didn't do nothing. Hopefully, I don't want to do anything. Really. Due to personal circumstances, because I'm not saying that shit on YouTube right now. This is not talk to me time. This is am I the asshole time. Then we'll have talk to me time. Then we'll have chill. Then we'll have chill time. And if you missed the am I the asshole, well, you could just go back. Do bad. Watch it after stream, because it's one and done. And I will tell you, my reading sucks, so I might reread certain sentences. I might go, okay, this is where I was. Okay, right here. And I might say words where I'm like, oh, that's not how you say that. Go back. That's not how you say that. God damn it. So before we go on, nope. Okay, we're just gonna go now. 3, 2. Now I handpicked these. I just went to Reddit, handpicked them, and went. Well, I didn't really. I looked at the titles and went, okay, that one's interesting. That one's interesting. Some of them have asshole tags on them, so it's gonna be either really easy and really interesting, or just really interesting on why it has an asshole tag. So we have 20 for you guys. 20. And we're going to look at the first one now, which hopefully this doesn't crash. It's basic thing, it shouldn't. Okay, that's all we need anyways. So it is, before I read, let's look at this. God damn it. Hey! Hey, good, we're good. Am I the asshole? Don't mind that, that's not right. Am I the asshole for refusing to host my husband's best friend and his family? I read that wrong. Am I the asshole for refusing to host my husband's best friend and his family? I read it right. It just sounded wrong. Immediate think no, because you don't want to host for them. It's none of your business. Ah, brain automatically thinks they're not the asshole. So let's read to see if they're the asshole or not. Here we go. My husband has. My husband has a childhood friend, both the same age. This friend has. This friend has his wedding during has wedding during COVID in 2020. Strict measures. Yeah, it's 2020. You know the drill. At the time, we were living abroad, so crossing borders was nearly impossible. When he got the invite, we had only been together for a few months, so it was a fresh relationship. They invited him alone. That's sad. I was working in a COVID ward and managed to get him across the border as a worker in a private car. About an 8-hour journey. Holy crud, I've been on those car rides. They're not fun. And I also got him a PCR test 2 hours before departure. I mention this because the whole arrangement wasn't easy. I do not know what a PCR test is. What's a PCR test? Before I go on, I'm going to look up what is a PCR test. I have a phone, that's why it's not doing anything on the screen. Polymerase chain reaction. Oh, it's a medical test. The polymerase chain reaction is a method rarely used to make millions of to billions of copies of specific DNA samples rapidly. It's a medical. Okay, that's what that is. Oh, it's supposed to diagnose certain infectious diseases and genetic changes. So it's just to see if you're good or not. Okay. He attended the he attended the wedding with a gift. What? He attended the wedding with a gift. Stayed with his parents. Wedding was nearby. 4 years later, we were getting married in Chatty. What the fuck? It's such an easy word. I can't say it. Chatio. I don't know how to say that. Let's just say Chatio, because that's wrong. About 4 hours from both my family and his, so halfway. That's actually pretty decent. And invited. Coin distracted me. And invited the friend along with his wife and child. They said they come together. They said they come and make a trip out of it, exploring the area. He was the only friend for whom we paid accommodation right at the venue, just like for family, 5-star hotel. That's a lot of money. It's gonna be a lot of money. I was already struggling with this, as we had agreed not to cover accommodation for friends. It's also worth noting that this friend is a teacher, and the wedding was on Saturday, a week before the end of the school year. Cool. A few days before the wedding, they called to say they wouldn't come because he didn't get leave for Monday and it wasn't worth the trip for just a few days. We ended up paying for the room since it was too late to cancel. We didn't receive a gift or even a congratulatory card from them. That sucks. They literally went, we can't come because of certain circumstance. That's fine. You could have just give them your gift. Could have been like, we can't come. Here's our gift. Congratulations on the wedding. And then went. But you just went, bye. No gift for you. That's just why. Why would you do that? I mean, you could come to a wedding without a gift, but it sounded like you had a gift. Today, they wrote saying they want to visit because they're going to an event in our city and would appreciate accommodation from them and his sister. You just said. Oh my god. Whatever. I'm against it because I don't see a reason to take leave, pick them up from the train station, and host them when I don't view them as friends anymore. No contact throughout the year, no birthday or no day wishes. My husband disagrees, saying it's his best friend and I'm preventing him from seeing him. Am I the asshole? No. Sort of. I don't know. From the information, I don't think you're the asshole on this situation. I remember, I had to reread it in my head. Okay, so he couldn't go to the wedding. Your husband's friend, LP's husband's friend, couldn't go to the wedding because they couldn't stay at the hotel. Is that what it's saying? Okay, so they had to cancel the room, and they didn't give you a gift. You don't. Okay, they don't have to give you a gift if they didn't have one. You saying that makes it seem like they did have a gift, and if they did not have a gift, they did not have to get a gift for you. So yeah, that's what I'm getting out of that sentence. And now they have an event. So they now they have an event. So they're going to use your house as an excuse to stay. Now, what I would do is just tell them no, it's my house, and I say no. And if you're and you would have to agree with your husband if you both own the house. I don't know how it works. But if you both own the house, you should have to agree. And if you just disagree, just go, sorry, we can't agree nor disagree. We can't agree on if you're allowed to stay at our house. So by default, you're not allowed to stay at our house. Get your own hotel. Get your own in shit. Just do that. And I guess they would be angry, but like, come on. It's not that. I don't think it's that hard to spend a little bit more money on a hotel room or an in room, for that matter. I don't. Whatever's cheaper, whatever gives you money. Whenever you're left over with money, that's fine. So, in my judgment, I don't think you're an asshole because personal space. You can invite people over to your house or not. You're not an asshole for it, but expecting a gift from them is, unless they did have a gift. It doesn't say that they did have a gift. It just says you didn't get one. So, a little bit. Your husband's is not an asshole either, because he just wants his friends there, and he's saying you're preventing him from seeing them. And I mean, in his way, yes, okay, yes, but not really, because if they just went to a hotel or an inn, like I keep saying, you could just visit them there, or they can just come to your house and visit you there. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I'm a teenager, so I don't know how this shit works. I don't know how hard it is, how expensive it is, and stuff. So I can't really speak on the expense part, but action part, I think I can at least talk about it and this makes sense. This makes sense. Why would you do it like that if you could do it like this? If they say no, then nah. So in my brain, not the asshole. What do other people say? Surely your husband can see his friends without you having to host them. Yes, not the asshole. Not the asshole, but sometimes it's hard. It's hard to see an old friend when it is hard to see when old friends are letting us down and using us. Yes, that is true. It sucks. I don't think I've had my friends use me before. I've used that against my ex because I don't like him. And it's not for that, it's just because of other reasons I'm not allowing to say, because it's too personal for this. We're not here to chat about personal life. But I'm just saying I've had that happen to me before. Next comment. The only way I would host them is if they reimbursed me for what I spent on their accommodation they didn't use before. They're wanting free lodging. Yeah, that's what that is. Which is going to mean free meals as well. You also mentioned having to take leave to pick them up and drop them off. This means they aren't going to have transportation while there and will expect you to be their taxi. I did not think about that. Oh my god. So if they want to stay, you need to make a few things very clear. One, they reimburse you the money and the money you lost before. Two, they rent a vehicle so they have transportation while there. This means you won't have to pick them up or drive them anywhere. Three, make it known that they will be providing their own food, cooking for themselves, and cleaning up after themselves. If any of the above gets any complaints, immediately put a stop to it. If they can't reimburse you, then they can use that money to get a hotel. They can't. They can't. Oh my god, what the fuck. They can't afford to rent a car, then you know for a fact they were going to expect you to be their taxi. If they can't pay for food, then you know they were expecting you to buy, cook, and clean for them. But seriously, right out of the gate, this sounds like a situation where you're going to be taken advantage of every second they are there. Yeah, I agree with that. 100, not really 100%. Well, not okay. Fine, I agree with 100% on this because it does sound like they were taking advantage of you, and your boyfriend just doesn't see that because he's sorry, husband. Your husband isn't seeing that because he just wants to see his boys. He's thinking about the boys. So you know. Yippee-ki-yay. Okay, next one. Tedious. That's whatever my tediousness does. Next one. That's funny. Didn't laugh. Ooh, it's a short one. At least it seems like it. Am I the asshole for texting my best friend late at night in bed while my husband was there? Yes. I wouldn't say asshole, a butthole. Because you could have just talked to your husband. I have a boyfriend. If he was texting his friend, then I probably would be. But I know I wouldn't even do that because he's called and texted his friends about certain things. I mean, come on. That makes no sense. But I've seen him text his friends. I was just like staring at him with a sad expression because he's not paying attention to me. But yeah, that's fine. It's supposed to be a joke. I can't joke on the internet properly. I forgot what I was gonna say. But I like if I'm with my boyfriend, spend the night at his house, or he spend the night at my house. We will never be on our phones talking to our friends. If they call us or text us, we'll just go, "Hey, yeah, we're hanging out with. I'm hanging out with my boyfriend. No, or if it's someone that can't take me being with my boyfriend, I'm hanging out with a friend, and nah." So you know, you're butthole, not asshole. I say that. Okay, let's read. Last night, me and my husband were both in bed getting ready to sew for the night. He was on his phone asking me to order him something online as I have free shipment on that website. Which one? What, Domino's? Nah, that can't be Domino's. Ordered him one item, and then while he was browsing the web, I think it's supposed to be browsing the website, I replied to a text my friend from work, female, sent me. He got angry, saying that I can't even devote a few minutes to him, that it is wrong my best friend is texting me that late at night, etc. I said that I didn't do anything wrong. It's my best friend who he has met a few times. He asked me to see the text from that day, counting my replies, 28. and asked if I were okay if he was texting someone so often, especially that late at night. I said that he is crazy, that I'm allowed to have a best friend, female, you don't have to say that again, and to text her as many times during the day as I want, even late at night. I would understand if he was upset over a male friend, but this is crazy. So am I the asshole for texting my best friend late at night in bed while my husband was there? No. No, you're not, because he was on his phone and he's asking you to order something. So you do that. And while it's being ordered and going to be delivered, your friend messages you and you respond. And then you have a little texty wexty, as I call it, because I'm a child. You're texting back and forth. And he's still on his phone. And he's going, oh, you're not paying attention to me. Bitch, you're not paying attention to her. You're just sitting there on your phone, just minding your business, and then you see in the corner of your eye, or you turn around just to notice her or something, and she's on her phone, and you see that. And you're the asshole, actually. For this situation, your husband's the asshole. And you're... Okay, sort of. You're both sort of the asshole, because you could have just... Well, actually, I don't know, because it just sounds like a text. Because what I would on text, put my phone down. And it's... I don't know, because... Well, just in general, it shouldn't matter. Your husband shouldn't get angry at you at texting a female friend. I mean, we're sexualities, but, assuming that you're straight, and you should be fine with it. It shouldn't matter anyways. But you're not an asshole. It's just a couple texts, and unless I'm missing something. Oh, shit. Oh my god, not the asshole. You are absolutely allowed to text your best friend, or anyone for that matter, as much as you want. Yeah, that's true. I could see if you're on your phone 24/7 at the dinner table, ignoring him during conversation, etc. Or if your phone is waking him up at night, but side conversation reply while you're browsing a website sounds crazy to me. Either there's something you aren't mentioning, or your husband has unresolved issues he needs to communicate with you. Do you ignore him or prioritize others more than him often? Regardless, you need to clear the air and be honest and open with your feelings to see if you can work it out. If he continues to be unreasonable, go to therapy or separate if this is a pattern. Yeah, that makes sense because yeah. Obviously you're not the asshole. Obviously, but leaving out I mean, you're not leaving certain things out on purpose because it doesn't sound like it, but like Sneaky Pineapple said, maybe put in that, if it's an issue your husband has, maybe it's an issue you have with texting your friends and not paying attention to him. If it's whatever thing is, if it's other things. I lost my thinking. God damn it. But if it's a pattern or something, like something bad, then E. But if it's fine, then there shouldn't be really a problem. Okay, anyways. On to numero tres. That's terrible Spanish. I almost broke the chair. Okay. Am I the asshole for cooking my brother's strawberry without permission? No. I mean, you didn't want it cooked? What, did you microwave it? Did you put it on a... I want to have to read this to see how you're cooking a strawberry. I would say it's not an asshole thing. It's more of a butthole thing because he didn't ask. He didn't. If that's not, that's not the way he wanted it. You didn't give him the way he wants it. Okay, so I have a brother, 29 male, who loves buying foods that will leave to rot in the fridge. Last week he bought a bag of fresh strawberries and went on a work-related trip the day after. Your brother can't manage food. Last night I was feeling cold. Last night I was feeling down and I opened the fridge and saw the strawberries. No one likes fresh strawberries, so no one bothered to eat it. I like fresh strawberries. Anyways, I'm not noticing in your house. I checked it and noticed that some are going bad. Since my brother loves to eat to let his food rot, to let his food rots. Okay, I decided to make a strawberry cheesecake out of it. Oh my god, I would love that. Give me. I picked strawberries that are still good, in good condition while I removed the bad parts. Then I turned them into jam and put them as a topping to the cheesecake. My brother returned home this morning and noticed the strawberry cheesecake. He loved it, but realized his strawberries is missing. When I told him that's the ingredient I used since it's going bad, he got angry. He said I should have asked permission before cooking his food. Our mom agreed with him. Am I the asshole? I just don't want to waste that bag of strawberries. You are the asshole because you're the reason why you're a butthole, not an asshole, but a butthole. Is that you used food that he paid for without his permission. You cooked with food that is his without permission. It's like eating a snack that my dad has for work without his permission, and then like me going, well, it's food in the pantry, so it's food for everyone. It's not food for everyone. It's food for his work, for when he goes to work. You can't do that. So you're a butthole, not an asshole, but a butthole because you used food without permission. Ah, yeah, my glasses. See what people are saying. Asshole enthusiast. That means you can point out people are really assholes or not. Or just like people who do, I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. Okay, first of all, I doubt your brother loves to let food rot. He probably has plans when he buys stuff like that. Yeah, because if no one loves to have food rot, it's not like I put meat in the fridge and just go. That's a. Yeah, I can still say it. It's like I'm putting meat in the fridge and going. I love the smell of rotten food. I like the smell of rotten chicken. Oh, it wakes me up. It wakes my jimmies up in the morning. No, it's disgusting. Come on. He probably plans when he buys stuff like that. Then he gets busy or overwhelmed and forgets it's there, and then feels guilty afterwards. You're acting like he's getting off on the idea of rotting food in the fridge. Like I said, who do that? Why? Secondly, if there were plenty of good ones in the fridge the day you made the cheesecake, then he was home the next day. You had no reason to use them. Yes. Third, unless he was off the grid, you probably could have phoned him or texted him. So yeah, yes, you are the asshole. Yeah, you are the asshole. Like, not using you didn't buy it. If you paid for the strawberries and he yelled at you for it, then you're not the asshole because it's your strawberries. And plus, there's still a few good ones. You could have just taken the bad ones, throw them out because you noticed it, and not touch the good ones. You could have just left it alone and not made a cheesecake. And if you really wanted cheesecake, you could have just bought a cheesecake. You didn't have to, or buy your own strawberries and make a cheesecake out of it. And if he gets mad at you, just say, I bought my own strawberries. Your strawberries are right down there. I labeled them for you. I also throw up some bad ones because disgusting. So, asshole. Yes. What does this mean? I do not know. Search. That still doesn't help me. A person who is excessively concerned with minor details. Oh, it's one of those people. He may not left it to he might not love to let it rot, but he certainly feels entitled to make it other people's problems. It's gross and inconsiderate to make your food waste someone else's issue by leaving it in common areas. Strawberries are going bad once a few. The rest go within hours. Not my asshole. Yeah, this is just divided by people. I agree with this. I suspect this thread is going to be clearly divided between people who buy fresh strawberries and people who don't. I eat the strawberries at the store. So, you know. Mm. Well, I do agree with it. I sort of agree with this. Right, do I agree with it? Let me look at it again. Yeah, I agree with it. Still, you could have just not used his strawberries. You could have thrown the old ones. That's what I would have done. I would have been like, oh, the old ones, put them back. Because it's not your food. And if he clearly gets mad at you for it, he's, it's his food. He paid for it. I mean, you don't have to clearly state if it's a general food. Like, oh, everyone can eat this and everyone can eat that. What he needed to do if those are his strawberries, he either clearly say those are his strawberries, don't touch them, or label them. It didn't sound like he labeled them. You're both in the wrong, somewhat. Just multiple things going in my head going, he could have done this, he could have done that, he could have done this, he could have done that. That's sort of stuff, that's what my brain does. So all these might end up being like not an asshole, but like you could have done it better. In a better way, either like in either way, a minimum way where it's still better, or a completely different way where it's a lot better. And, some people are happy, not just, whatever. Okay, next one. Am I the asshole for cooking my brother's? Oh god, I clicked that one. What? Oh, that was the. I thought that was the second one. What do you want, phone? uh, I usually don't promote myself to other people, but I might as well. I had no idea. Copy link. Okay. Moving on. There's the coin. Am I the asshole for taking my daughter on a shopping spree? No. Unless she didn't want to go, then yeah. But no. Context. I have a 35 female. I 35 female. I 35 female have two kids, one being a 13 female and the other being a 10 male. Okay. My husband just took my son on a boys' trip to Michigan and I just got a promotion. Congratulations. My son had been wanting to go on the boys' trip for months, and my husband and I finally made the plans for it. Once they left, I told my daughter, let's go to the mall. She got all excited, which made me excited, and we hopped in the car. So far, there's no problem. We went to Bath and Body Works, and I got her a candle. Nice. And we went to American Eagle, and she wanted a pair of jeans and earrings, so I got them for her. You have the money, spend it. Spend it. Then lastly, we got to Starbucks after I took her to Ulta, whatever that is, to get her mascara. Mascara! Mascara. What's a mascara again? I've never seen that mascara. I know what it is. I just need to be refreshed what a mascara is. Ah! Eyelashes. So it's just makeup. That's fine. You took a Starbucks? That's cool. Where was I? I wanted to treat her since we couldn't go on vacation. She was super happy and grateful. I wanted to use my promotion for good. You did. Once the boys got home, my daughter was so excited to show her brother what she got, and he got so upset that she got all these cool things and he got nothing. My husband also said I shouldn't get her all of the things, and that it's not fair to my son. They had went on a week-long vacation. I don't want my family to pick sides. Am I the asshole? Okay, it is good that you gave her stuff. One, you didn't have to give her everything, just because they didn't go on a boys trip. You're not a boy. They're not boys. So you're not boys. You're not going on a boys trip. Period. It's meant for boys. Boys only. So boo-hoo. And they were just going out having fun while you just went, I'm gonna give you shit. And you can give shit, just not a bunch of shit, because if you give a bunch of stuff to the daughter, it's not really fair to the son. I mean, yes, he's on vacation, so you're like, he's on vacation. I'm going to do this with my daughter. What I would have done is took my daughter to go somewhere. Maybe go looking around the mall. Maybe buy a couple things. And maybe buy some things for the son and your husband. And then go somewhere out to have fun. Maybe go to a carnival. Maybe go to a movie theater. Things that don't really, that can might be like a vacation, but it's not really. It's just like going out somewhere, having fun, not spending a bunch of money on stuff that, one, you really don't need, and two, make other people jealous. And, well, what I mean by that is, like, you could spend money on your daughter, just don't spend too much, because if you spend too much money on your daughter, like, you get a bunch of things and nothing for no one else, you're bound for anyone to get jealous. And I don't know, because, like, with my dad, we didn't really need to buy all that stuff. Period. I don't need to buy all that. If I had the money for it, my dad would let me pay it. Cool. But yeah, you're. I'm choking. I don't know. It's sort of, because you went out and did things with your daughter when your husband and your son went out to do other things on vacation. Well, it's not the same, because it would be the same if they went out and spent a bunch of money on things and came back with a bunch of things. That would have been the same. But they didn't come back with a bunch of things. They came back having fun, and they came back with memories. You came back home with items for your daughter. Either way, it's not fine. And he got nothing. Yeah, that's why I said, like, he got nothing. You either buy stuff for everyone or don't buy anything. Or buy something little. Don't buy a bunch of shit. Well, if that isn't revealing of his nature, I don't know what it is. True, he's 10 and is taking his cues from Dad. Yep. But what better time to teach him than to appreciate of the wonderful things he has instead of being envious of the things someone else has. Also, he needs to be reminded he just went on a father-son trip. His attitude is completely inappropriate. You are not the asshole. Your husband, though, he's demonstrating some bad character traits for your son. Yeah, I'm an asshole for that, because I was looking at it on the fact of how I grew up. It's like, with my dad, it's like, you weren't there, you ain't gonna get shit, whatever. But with grandma, it's not really like that. She'd buy shit for every kid. If they were gonna come over, buy crap for every single kid. And I'm not saying food. Sometimes she got toys for them. I'm like, grandma, no. Sometimes she just buys stuff we didn't either talk about or want, and I'm like, that's so spoiling your children. Shouldn't do that. grandchildren. Anyways, that is the... I don't like this. Cool. Should probably click on it and make sure it's refreshing. Refresh it. Before we move on. Okay. Everything's good. We're going to go to the 5th. Blinded. 1, 2. Yes. 6 out of 20. Oh! Shit. We're gonna find a replacement one. I didn't look at it beforehand. I should have looked at it beforehand. Okay, I'm gonna just pick one that I did not. Gotta wait for it to load. Yeah, let's see. Which one did I not pick out of the 20? I just did. Scroll down. Scroll down. Just keep scrolling. Meh. That one. Okay. This is gonna be number 6 now. Oh, it's a lot. Okay. Am I the asshole for wanting my fiance to spend the 4th with my son and I in the hospital? No. Not. Not. Initial thoughts, I don't think you're really an asshole. You just want your family to spend time with you. That's how I look at it. Okay, let's get ready. My son got admitted into the hospital for health issues Sunday. He has over 50 blood draws and 2 catheters. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's Friday. We are still in the hospital. Backstory a bit. My fiance's the father to my 18-month-old and has been in my 6-year-old's like since he turned 2. Oh, he's been in his life since he turned 2. Okay. Okay. My 6-year-old calls him dad and everything. I still breastfeed my baby. Yeah, it's like he's 18 months. I don't know if that's normal because my again my dad my mother-in-law, she didn't, I don't think she breastfed at all, so I don't know. But can't have her with me overnight, and so my mom has been watching her during the week so he can still work. He has not come up to visit until Wednesday and stayed for an hour. I didn't even know he was coming. He didn't ask me if I needed clothes or anything like that. When I made it mention that I would like to know that he was coming so I could have asked him for some things. I cannot read. He proceeded to call me ungrateful for him coming up to see us. Mind you, I'm at a very very low point right now, and my son is having some serious issues, and we don't even have all the answers. And I haven't been outside since Sunday and haven't left my son's side. I haven't been the easiest, I'm sure, and am struggling taking care of myself. Moved to yesterday. His family throws a big party every year and decided on Friday this year, but last minute changed it to the 4th. When was this posted? 2 hours ago. They moved on 4th of July. That's kind of funny. I asked him, and yeah, okay, what the okay. I asked him to come to the hospital instead and watch the fireworks here so my son could be with him and his sister. The hospital set it up for families to watch them all. The nurses took the ones who could move to watch the fireworks with their families. He became irate and said I was manipulating him and ruining his 4th of July. Okay. That's not ruining his 4th of July. Being with you and his son. I'm not saying it right, but I know what I meant. With your 18-month-old. It's not ruining it. How would that be ruining it? Because he's not spending time with with his family. Okay, first of all, it should be your guys' family over your other family, like the family you grew up with. That's what I think, anyways. So like, I would go like, yes, I'll go because it's your fiance and an 18-month-old your son. Is he a boy or girl? Is it a boy or girl? I don't know. I'm gonna say he. Oh, it is a boy. It is a boy. He's not spending. So that's just. Where is it? I just. What? Okay, it's right there. Ruining his 4th of July. Okay, like I said, that's just stupid. It's not really ruining his 4th of July. And personally, to me, I think that'd be making it better because you're spending time with your family, the family you created in the hospital, and you still get to see fireworks. Therefore, it's not ruined. I mean, he doesn't know that, but still, I'm a person that really doesn't give a shit about fireworks. I like hanging out with people, so to me that wouldn't matter. He then told me since I was being selfish, he wasn't going to bring my daughter to the hospital that day, and wasn't going to his parents now because I'm controlling. You're not controlling. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's stupid. I haven't seen my daughter in over 24 hours, and he isn't happy with me anymore, and that this is the last time that he lets me ruin something for him. I guess my question is, am I the asshole for wanting him to spend the 4th with us at the hospital? No. Am I the asshole for calling him selfish for not coming to visit our son other than that one time? No, you're not. I'm full of emotions and with everything and have barely slept. Actually, I know you're not the asshole. Really, you're going through emotions. It was not good to post this at this time. It's not. You should have collected your head. Give it some time to think, because you're not going through it mentally. Collect your head, and then you should have posted. Because this, that's not good. It's just not good. Mental health is important. You shouldn't really do anything when your mental health is shit. Oh, well, if it's really fucking bad, which is what it sounds like here. It sounds like it's really bad. So you should have waited a couple days. But I have a question. Now let me read it before I, have any questions. I was shocked he wasn't already planning on spending it here with us and still wanted to take our daughter to his parents to celebrate there. Yeah, he's kind of an asshole for that. On top of it, I was told by a few people that his mom was bad-mouthing me last night to everyone at his party, saying I'm controlling and ruining his 4th. And when I asked him about it and why she would be saying that when all I wanted was our family together for the kids, his response was, you did ruin my 4th. Again, you did not ruin his 4th. He's saying you ruined his 4th because he's not letting you spend time with his family. You should be spending time with the family you made, whether it's biological or not. You're still a family, so you should be in the hospital with each other. Am I wrong for saying that? I shouldn't be wrong for saying that. Anything slow. Let me look on the frickin' thing. It's slow. Anyways, not the asshole. But I do have a question. You said this is the last time you're letting him, that he's letting you control him. Can you give an instance to where he says you're controlling him? That's my question, because it's either he's overreacting for the millionth time, or he's just so fed up with you actually controlling him he can't tell the goddamn difference between being controlled or not being controlled. Or is he going through emotions? Just like you. Just a little different emotions with other things are the same thing. Well, if it's the same thing, he wouldn't have a problem with it. Yeah. But that's my question. If it's not the last time I do this, so what was the first? What about the other times? I'm just saying. That's the and say. Not the asshole. To have and to told. From this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and health, unless it's ruined by ruins my fourth. Yeah, that's the expense of the freaking of the fiance. It's fucking stupid. Ruin my fourth. Your fourth was not ruined. Or convenience me in any way. Not the asshole. Dire circumstances bring out the best or worst in us. I would know that. Now you know the type of man you are engaged to. A man who'd rather party away with his Fourth of July than be with you at your lowest point. Yeah, you shouldn't be really with a person that doesn't want to be with you at your lowest point. And I'm in a relationship. I know Gabe would like to be around. I said his name. Thank you. Anyways, my boyfriend. I know I've been at my lowest for a couple days. Not my lowest, but I've been at pretty low with my personal health because of family and my sexual because I'm bi and I'm dating a boy and shit like that. It's meh. Yeah, but I'm dating a person that will be with me at my lowest point. If you're not dating a person that will not be at your lowest point, I don't think you should be with that person, to be honest. That's just me. If you're with me at my highest but not at my lowest, I don't want you. It just shows that you say you care but you don't. It's really what is in my mind. It's like you care but you don't. You don't care. So no, you're not an asshole. Is that the one that wasn't working? Yes. That would have been a good one, but actually, you know what? The comments are still there, so I wonder we'll get some information. Not the asshole, these poor kids. Okay, so the thing says, am I the asshole for being tough on my sister when she told me her stepkids, but especially her stepson, ruined her experience of having her children? Why was it removed by Reddit's filters if they weren't? I don't know, probably some wording. Not the asshole, these poor kids have been through hell, and it seems like Dad was more interested in moving than investing in his children. Oh. While people say kids are resilient, I don't think that it's so much the case. Kids internalize what they can't vocalize, and it comes out in many forms. The SS is both sad and angry and hurt that his that's not what that means, I'm stupid. That his father didn't mourn his mom. Did mom die? Or sick or something? Ooh. Didn't mourn his mom the way he was and quickly replaced her with another. Oh my fucking god! He is definitely an asshole. What the fuck? Not the OP. It sounds like the OP is the person that the father replaced the. It's right there, you can read it. It sounds like the OP is the person that was quickly replacing the mother, and then there were babies to a young mind that would. Oh my god, that sounds like replacement children. Your sister needs to stop thinking about what she lost or missed out on, and start attending to all the children. Yes. Jesus Christ. I wish I could have read that. My god, this dude was like, "Aw, she's dead. Don't care. I love you. Let's have children." No, fuck no. And if this is your way to cope through death, oh my god, you are terrible at coping. And I'm terrible at coping. That's worse than just bottling it up and not doing anything with it. That is completely worse. Holy shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god! I'm so glad I don't. If anyone in my life was like this, I'd be like, I don't want to know you anymore. Cause what you do, you don't quickly or even instantly. You don't quickly go. You don't go. Sad, very sad. New wife. You don't do that shit. Or like new girlfriend, new fiance, whatever the one you want to say. You do not do that. Your your wife dies, and instead of mourning, you go new wife. No, what you do is you mourn, and you don't date. You shouldn't date anyone for like a long ass time because you're still going through the motions. And if you're doing this, you probably didn't love her. I'm just saying you can't do this with not loving someone. If you don't love someone and you do this, it just shows you really love the person. You, you don't do this to people you love, and if you do it to people you love, you are the asshole. I mean, either way, you are an asshole. But like, god damn, fucking hell. Oh, yeesh. That would have been a good one to read. Just from that alone, that would have been a good one to read. Jesus Christ. Oh. Cancel. I almost did a thing. Okay, am I the asshole for leaving my smash cake on the ground? Yes. Just from that, I know it says not asshole, but instinct butthole because you're leaving a cake on the ground. If it's a cake on the ground on your house that you own, yes, you pick it up. But if it's on your birthday at someone else's house, you're not an asshole. Just depends how it goes. Just how it depends the coin is landed on. Anyways, so today wait. The smell is back. Fuck yeah. Anyways, so today after female 16, was preparing a cake for my female 12 sister. I've been speaking for a while. I spent hours It's supposed to be hours. Hours preparing everything. The color was perfect. Red velvet is a good color. I love red velvet. The texture was soft. Was soft and nicely risen. Risen? Yeah. Sadly, my mom walked in a while in a rush to tidy the kitchen. Side note: she's constantly frantically tidying. My family speculates she has OCD. I have similar feeling. Since a similar feeling, I don't think OCD, but it's more like related to germs, like the tininess. So germaphobe? Would it be a germaphobe thing? It probably would be a what the chicken nugget. It's probably germaphobe. Something to do with germs. Okay, when she's sorting the fridge out, she accidentally dropped my cake on the floor. I froze kind of waiting for her reaction, as in that moment it disturbed mine in a way. I hoped maybe she'd say sorry or something. Instead, she's shouting about how I'm stupid and careless and called my other 3 siblings stupid. What? So your mother was frantically going through the fridge to make it look better because she might have OCD. The cake that you made plops on the ground, and she turns around and goes, "How dare you make the cake fall on the ground?" And you're the one that made the cake fall on the ground. It's your fault. You should be one cleaning up and shit. You. No. Bad mother. I kind of lost it and ran into the bathroom to cry. It's so dumb and childish. I haven't done that in years. Lol, but it felt good. Do whatever makes you feel good. That's why I say. While I was there, my mom continued shouting from the kitchen. My two older siblings went to try and explain to her a different perspective. She said it was my fault for causing her to make the mistake. This sounds like she has a history of blaming other people for her mistakes. Like oh, she did something wrong? No, no, it was them. It was them. They made me do that. They were controlling my mind with with telepathic powers they weren't using, but they were using because they can use it without their hands, and they made me push you over. Like some stupid bullshit like I've heard before. I mean, it's your fault. You're the one who made it fall over. Okay. When pressed harder, she yelled, "So this is my fault?" Yes, it is. Yes, it is your fault. And I felt guilty here because her voice cracked slightly with some emotion. Drama. And then she was shouting her. She was shouting her. I'm lucky it was her who made the mistake, 'cause anyone else would have left the mess. I know she'll never apologize. Oh my God, your mother holds on to things. And sadly, that's all I wanted so bad, but she never said sorry to me my whole 16 years of my life. Ow. Ow. I said, ow. Just thinking about that hurts. I mean, my dad's never said sorry to me, but that's mainly because no things happen. But if things happen, if he said sorry, I'd be like, yeah, so fucked up happened, Jesus Christ. Or just some stupid mistake. Yeah, one time he said, my bad, sorry, and stuff like that because of passwords and stuff. It's fine. Chicken nugget. Anyways, where was I? Okay, I feel like the asshole for just abandoning the situation and leaving my cake. No, you aren't. No, you're not an asshole for that. You did what you thought would make you feel good in the moment, so you just did it. No fault there. She was going to her room to sleep, but had to tidy up by herself instead. Maybe that's why she was more angry. She didn't have to tidy up shit. But again, OCD maybe. Am I an asshole for leaving my drop kicked on the floor? No, you're not. I mean, you made it. That doesn't mean you have to clean it up. It's whoever makes the mess cleans it up. So now you're not the asshole. Your mother is extremely an asshole, because one, she's the one that spilled the cake while trying to do something, then yells at you and your sisters saying that it's your fault for making her drop the cake. And it's not. And then they're trying to explain it to her, and then she's like, so it's my fault? It is 100% your fault. God damn you. A dumb woman. Dumb woman. Bad woman. Bad. Bad mother. Bad. Just bad. Bad. No, that's not how you say it. But in the fact that she didn't apologize for her actions and what she said, bad. No. Sad. Sad and bad. Sad, bad. Bad, sad. It's bad. So, no, you're not an asshole. I want to read one comment every time because this is just crazy. Your post brought flashbacks of my own childhood. My father was 100% like this. I just remembered something that happened when I was 16, and I know you will relate. Ooh, it's a relation thing. Let's go. Someone had gifted me a really cute umbrella that had pictures of something I was into printed on the outside. Cute. My father grabbed it and used it to get the mail, and he shoved it too hard and it flipped inside out. And he then started screaming at me that this was my fault for buying a cheaply made umbrella, and he hoped I was happy that he got wet. Okay. Not the asshole, and you will survive. I ended up gray rocking my father. I don't know what that means. Okay. Which was Incredibly helpful. If you have time, I suggest you Google that and the techniques that come with it. I'm going to look this up. What does gray rocking mean? Search. The gray rock method is where you directly act unresponsive and unengaged so that an abusive person will lose interest in you. I might try that. Just not with I can't really do that now, though. Damn it. God damn it. I wish. Well, none of my life's abusive, so. It's not really. It's gray rocking. It's just ignoring. It's ignoring. Man, you like said you're not an asshole. I'm going to, chicken nugget. I'm gonna go drink. I'll be right back. Working? Okay, cool. Jesus Christ. Okay, ow. Chicken nugget. Let me check something real quick. Let me check something. Let me check something. There might be something wrong with me. There's something wrong with my dream. Edit your stream title on the stream. Excuse me. We are live streaming a web browser. What's this? Live dashboard. What do you mean? Oh, nope. Didn't see a thing. What you Oh, I'm a dumb. Oh my god, I forgot I was on that screen. So I can look at things real quick. Why is my AIs not working? Why is it being poopy? Capture time. I not live? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream, as such viewers will experience buffering. Cool. So it is working. You're just wanting to be a bitch about it. This is just being dumb. Okay. I'm gonna do something real quick. It's called. I'm gonna do that later because I don't have proper things. Okay, we are. Okay, thought my phone went off. Okay, we're gonna go back to dying. Okay, back to reading stories. That was number 7 out of 20. I can't count. Okay, am I the asshole for not going on family vacation? No. Depends how old you are. It sounds like you're old enough to make your own decisions. No. Anyways, so I am a college student who pays for everything on their own. This includes gas, food, sorority stuff. I'm gonna. What do you mean by this? What do you mean? Oh! That what you mean? Okay. That's what you mean. Accessories. Got it. Car payments, and you get the point here. Since it's summer, I'm trying to save up as much as possible so that during the semester I don't have to burn myself out studying and working. Well, my family already went on vacation this summer for a week, and while on that vacation they suggested going on another one for also a week. However, I said no. I have to focus on getting more hours than I personally rather just stay home and focus on what I need to be doing, as well as try and get my AC fixed because it's 200 degrees Fahrenheit here in you live in Texas. Yeah, that makes sense. My parents did not want to take no for an answer, instead suggest they offer me a loan for the missed week of work. I said no still, as I'd have to find a way to pay back the loan, and quite frankly, I don't want to leave. Just say you don't want to leave them. I also have a few workshops during the time I'd be gone. I was met with them questioning why I moved out when they offer me a place, and that I'm being irresponsible with my money, that I need to go as a family because I'll have the rest of my life to work. No. I told them I'm an adult and I made my decision, and they are angry, and I didn't reconsider, so read it. Am I the asshole? No. It's simple. You're an adult. You make your own decisions. You can say no or not. So you're not the asshole. No. And plus, you're focusing on you. So that's good. You need to focus on you, no matter what. So you're not an asshole. And plus, you have to fix your AC and other stuff, and moving and this and that. So I think your parents just want to, I wouldn't say control you, but still wanting to be in your life every day, like you're a child and not an adult. So, not natural. Wait. Nothing. Cool. Yeah, I expected that. Yeah, anyways. So, yeah, no, not an asshole. Not the asshole, the way your family The way their family behaves, the rent you're paying is worth every freaking cent. Good on you for being independent. You cannot put a price tag on peace of mind. On the peace of mind. No, you can't. It is irresponsible in the least. It is standing on your own 2 feet. I applaud you for taking the somewhat harder route. It's not irresponsible. I read it wrong. Yes, anyway. That's not what I meant to click. It's not what I meant to click. I meant to click this. What if I go here? Hangout. No. Okay, well. Y'all have anything to say? No. Because, yeah, I expected that. Anyway, on to mediocre success. Am I the asshole for trying to feed my niece? No. Again, why would you be an asshole for that? Okay, trying to be long story short here. Bear with me. Sorry, okay, I'm reading the bottom. Sorry for any typos. My phone won't allow me to edit anything. What kind of phone do you have? Is it broken? That's not important. Anyways, my fiance, myself, our two toddlers, his parents, his brother, his brother's girlfriend, and his brother's daughter all live in a house we rent. Obviously, it's not ideal. We are going our separate ways in March. It's 12 hours ago. Okay, good. That's way too many people at one house. Way too many. I've been engaged to my fiance for 4 years in September, so okay. Ow. Don't wipe your blood on that. So in September, what the fuck? I've been engaged to my fiance for 4 years in September, so in his parents and everybody else's eyes, I am his wife. Uh, okay, if that's how you want to think about that, but that's not how that works. They don't have, they didn't do the wedding, they didn't get papers and whatever shit to be legally married. So, if you want, if they're comfortable with it, then yes, you can say it. But if not, no. we will call my brother-in-law's girlfriend B for the sake of anonymity. I can say B has been causing drama since she lived with us. Oh, that's wonderful. She's been with G, brother-in-law, for a year now and has lived with us since they've been official. I've known G's daughter since she was 3. She is almost 8 now. That's 5 years. Cool. I changed her diapers, I babysat her, etc. She is my niece whether I'm legally married to her uncle or not. She is one of my babies right beside my actual kids. I guess. Anyways, long story short, B is extremely controlling and thinks that because she's dating my niece's father, that makes her the mother, even though my niece's real mother is in the picture and gets her for 2 to 3 weeks for every 2 to 3. What? And no, you'll get 2 or 3 every 2 to 3. Okay, did you copy that, or is it every 2 to 3 months? I'm gonna go with for 2 to 6 every 2 to 3 months. That's not that much. She has a way more strict idea of what I don't know what that addition or idea of what a child should do when it comes to eating. She forced my niece to eat the leftovers she didn't want if she gets hungry, etc. Ooh, it's a comment there one and two. force feeding your child. Well, not force feeding, just yeah, force feeding. That's not good. That's how that child eats a bunch of food. I wouldn't know. I did that. Don't eat that much. Anyways, the family reunion is this weekend, and we have a bunch of guests staying over. While my children were watching a movie in the other room, I sat down to watch some Ted with our guests. Oh, I love Ted. Ted's nice. I like Ted. My niece sat down in between two of the guests and started dozing off. I asked her if she wanted to go upstairs and nap with her dad, and B said, "I'm hungry." I immediately got up and was like, "Okay, what do you want to eat, baby?" I don't like saying that. Like, no, I'm not saying that. Her and I went to the cupboard and pointed at a box of mac and cheese my fiance had just bought for our kids. The SpongeBob shaped noodles. Goat. I thought nothing of it. That's on the silver. I thought nothing of it. Whether she didn't eat, I could put in the fridge, and my two girls could have it as a snack or a side for lunch tomorrow. No biggie. So I started boiling water to make mac and cheese, and my niece's dad and B finally come downstairs. I said, "I'm making. We will. My niece I. They call the niece I. Okay. I'm making some mac and cheese." Her dad said, "Okay, that's cool. Thank you." And B goes, "I literally told her she can have leftover pizza for dinner." I stupidly said, "Maybe she doesn't want it." And this bitch gets close to me with her finger in my face and says, "She's my child, not yours." Excuse me? Am I wrong for trying to feed my niece? In the end, she ate the entire box of mac and cheese and a banana after. Am I the asshole for feeding my niece? No. Did I cross a boundary I didn't even know I was set? Yeah. B does nothing but shit talk my niece because she hates kids. Even her interactions with my children make her clench my jaw. She doesn't like children. Jesus Christ. Why did you get with the person that has children then? You're terrible. Anyways. No, you're not an asshole. You're not an asshole. So. I'm just going to say, if she legally owns the child, you can make her food. But you should probably do what the person that legally owns her says to do, which is eat leftover pizza. She can have mac and cheese, but if she eats a little bit more leftover eats a little bit of leftover pizza, maybe a little bit of mac and cheese and a banana afterwards. You probably wouldn't be. And she hates children to begin with, so nothing would satisfy her. So, you know what? She don't need that pizza. She can eat that mac and cheese. No matter, it's food. Not the asshole, but your brother sure is letting his kid be around this awful woman. Y'all need to give him a reality check. This poor girl is gonna develop a whole heap of disorders if this doesn't stop. That is true. And it's crazy because B is constantly talking to me about how she struggles with eating disorders, like this is how they start. Just periods. She's too damaged and doesn't know better. The dad should be stepping up to put her in her place, though. That's the real problem here. Yes, that is the problem. The problem is, you don't got your shit together. That's your fucking problem. When does anyone have their shit together? So, no, you don't have, no, you're not an asshole. But I like this. I just find that funny in my head. It just sounds like, and this bitch is getting close to me with her finger in my face and says. It's just, that's how I think that's like. It just sounds like getting mad. So, put emphasis on the madness. That's fine. It's me. Yeah, I don't care. Ooh, am I the asshole for making my husband lose weight? How'd you do it? That's my immediate question. How'd you do it? Do you force him to when he didn't want to lose weight? You're an asshole. But let's read. Make sure he's not. Damn, she's not an asshole. Okay. My husband is in his late 30s, and he was always struggle. He has always struggled with weight. He won't tell me his weight, but he will easily be in the obese to extreme obese category. He refuses to get his blood work done, so I'm not sure what kind of underlying health issue he has. Ooh, I could not expect this. We have 2 young children, and I am afraid that the stress from his job, he's in sales and must continuously meet sales quotas, in addition to his weight, will land him in the hospital or to early grave. Yeah, that actually is true. He is the primary breadwinner. I know what that means out of everything here. I know what that means. We're running a house, and we have accumulated a lot of debt that will sink us financially if he no longer can work. Finances aside, though, I do love him, and he wish he took his health more seriously for the sake of our children. I do not want them to grow up fatherless. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want to be a widow. When we met originally, he was chunky but not overweight. Over the years, I have witnessed him gaining weight, and while I think he knows it, he has done very little to address it. I have tried everything from suggesting hiring a nutritionist or a trainer. I have tried to suggest portion control, but he always gets mad at me and tells me to leave him alone. I have suggested cutting back on expenses and travel so he can focus on his health. However, every time I bring it up, we get into a fight and he just calls me a nagging wife. You two are not perfect for each other. Let's just say that. My friends tell me I should just quit nagging and say nothing. Oh my god. He has health issues. He could possibly have health issues. And if he's in both the extreme obese category, then he needs to get checked. You have sex with me. I read on further. God damn it. My friends tell me I should just quit nagging and say nothing. But it feels like if I say nothing, he will stop trying to lose weight, and if something happens, I will resent him or feel bad that I didn't do more. It has come to a point where I'm no longer attracted to him, and having sex is just a chore. Damn. Sex should be something you enjoy, not a chore. Yeah. It's gotten so bad I don't have any physical attraction to him. Is that porn? Not for me. I'm not sure what to do. He has tried doing his own diet and exercising whenever he can, but it's not really working. Am I an asshole for being inconsistent and losing? No, you're literally telling him to lose his weight. Oh, he could possibly die. So no, he's not an asshole. And your friends are also an asshole for just going for just like stop nagging him. Yeah, have your friends seen your husband and how big he is? Because he sounds big. If he's obese to extremely obese, and if he's in that range, he must be big. Not the asshole. Finances aside, though, I do love him and wish he took his health more seriously, and for the sake of our children, I do not want them to grow up fatherless. Does he know you're motivated by this level of concern? He must know the health risks here. It doesn't sound like he does. It sounds like there is also possibly more going on here, not diagnosing, just suggesting. Maybe he comfort eats because he's worried about work, for instance. Sales is usually very high pressure. I don't know anything about that, but okay. I suggest having one more try at talking to him. Suggest he should see a doctor or maybe a therapist to get to the root of his denial and issues. Sorry to say it, but the long-term outlook for the marriage may not be good if he doesn't do something, especially as you're no longer attracted to him as well as the other worries. Yes. I have tried and he doesn't want to go to the doctor. He keeps saying he's fine. I can't physically drag him to the doctor, obviously. I tried to take the psychological route, even suggesting him going to therapy, but he says he's fine. He says he's tried everything, but nothing works, and gaslights me by saying, "Do you want me to go on Ozempic? Is that what you want? You want me to risk all these side effects so you can be happy?" My God, that's guilt tripping. I think, but that's probably worse than guilt tripping. Jesus Christ, that's bad. You shouldn't do that. So no, you're not an asshole. I'm getting tired of reading this. Pressure on. I'm getting tired. Ooh, I need to move. Am I the asshole for not letting my mother do my hair for my wedding? No. It's your hair. It's part of your body. I'm sorry. Just Jesus, why am I so tired? Okay, anyways, a 28 female got married 2 weeks ago. My mom helped me plan my wedding during the planning. She asked me if she could do my hair for the wedding, just like she did when I was a kid. I told her no. Glasses. I told her no before you start judging me. I have my reasons. I wasn't going to judge you. It's your hair. I have thick 4B hair, and as a child, my mom hated the fact that we are black. Internal racism. She bleached her skin and tried to get me and my sisters to do the same, but my father didn't let her. She used hair relaxers on us every 3 months from ages 5 to 14. That took me almost 2 years to grow out. We weren't allowed to get braids or any protective hairstyles no matter what. Still, to this day, she is like that. It took me many years, many years, so many years, to learn how to embrace my culture and how to style my natural hair. Jesus. The main reason why I don't let her was because the night of my high school prom, oh no, my mom did my hair, and without me knowing, she used hair relaxer on me after it took me almost 2 years to grow it out, and she didn't care at all. I didn't want her to do this again for my wedding, so I told her no. She got upset and told me to consider it, and I told her I'd think about it, but the answer was probably no. On the morning of the wedding, my mom showed up with her stuff to do my hair. I explained that I don't want her to do it, and had already got my braids done the night before. Smart girl. She got upset and yelled at me, and then went and got my father to trying to convince me to take them out, but he didn't say anything. Yeah, that's not his place to. He shouldn't have to say anything. He says something to her and go like, no. Move on. She stormed out of the room and didn't talk to me the entire wedding. Since the wedding, many of my family members are calling me and telling me off for upsetting my mother, and my husband told me that I should have given her another chance, but I didn't know what to think of it. Hassle. Do they know what they did to you? Because it sounds like they don't. No. Even if your husband's going, give her a chance, I'd be like, no, she's ruining my fucking hair. And she did shit to me. I didn't want her to do in my hair. And I'm this old, so she's not doing shit in my hair. So no, you're not an asshole. not the asshole. What is with these posts where OP make a reasonable decision on an issue, and then after the fact, friends and family start piling on about something that is none of their business. It's maddening to read, let alone live it. OP gets it. OP gets to decide who touches her hair. Period. The sheer nerve of of family members who think that they have a right to offer an opinion. So they dump on a newlywed. Not your wedding is wonderful. Not you look radiant. But let me tell you why you are wrong, and I know more about your styling choices and your mother's behavior than you do. Up here, a year from now, you'll be happy that you did it as you wished. You may even be happy about the family members who acted the fool because now you know who they are. Ow. True. No. Asshole. Vibrance. There. Now this one. Definitely the asshole. I mean, look at the title. I mean, it says asshole poo mode. So, it's gonna be an asshole. But, I don't want to read it anyways. I'm my hustle getting hammer says, writing asshole. Moving on. Hi everyone. I'm using an anonymous account here because people I know follow me. I'm 22 male and in the UK, by the way. So you're allowed to smoke. Cool. And drink. But I don't think this will affect the post. It's just for context. Yeah, because you're not being illegal. I don't know in the UK what age you have to be, but here in the US it's 21 to drink and 18 to smoke. So I don't know what it is in the UK. Could be lower, could be higher. Could be 25. What is the would you be 18 years old to drink? Oh my god. Yeah, that makes sense. It would have to be to legal drinking age. 8. It's not legal for someone. Oh, at home. 5. Are you okay, UK? Are you okay? Are you okay? I don't think the US would step that down. Legal drinking age, legal. What's the word am I looking for? Smoking age. So 18. So they're both 18. But at any age? Oh my god, UK. No wonder why your teeth are bad. Let them smoke ciggies at the age of 1. Anyways, hi everyone. Okay, we read that. My sister, 31 female, has been. Wake up. Has been planning her wedding for the past year. We're not very close and we've had a lot of issues in the past. So she was mainly inviting me to be polite, I think. Yeah, probably. We've had issues because I had drug problems since I was about 15. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I know how that personally feels. Drug problems. Nah, it wasn't drug problems, but it wasn't me, but I'm just saying that whatever. Shut your mouth and read. And I used to make her pick me up from sketchy places in my town when I was high, for example. And she saw me at home really low at some really low points in my life. Itchy beard. She said that I could come if I promised I wouldn't get high, and even then she really had to consider my BIL too. Brother-in-law? Oh, brother-in-law. Brother-in-law to let me attend because he didn't like me at all. I wouldn't like you at all either. Anyways, honestly, I had honestly been doing really good lately, and I haven't been getting high in a few months. Congratulations, you ruined it. I made a really good plan with my sister, and I knew that if I wanted to get high, then I could just tell her, and she'd get my parents or something. The thing is, on the day I didn't know my old friend would be there, and we're catching up for. Eventually, he offered me coke, and I felt bad if he did it alone. Oh my God! You got high before the wedding? Are you a dumbass? You shouldn't be friends with him. Oh my, you dumbass. I honestly wasn't thinking of my sister at all. Of course you weren't, and I feel bad for getting wrapped up in the moment. You're a dumbass. But I was obviously high, and I was talking to my brother-in-law, and he noticed and told me to leave because I can't even follow through on one fucking promise. And he thinks I'm a really bad person for lying. I wasn't lying, and I was genuinely trying. I told him this, but he wasn't listening, and he kept saying, "Okay, buddy, it's time to go." Yeah, I wouldn't listen to you either way. I'm just saying. I don't think anyone noticed that I left anyway, but in the morning, my parents told me they weren't talking to me for the foreseeable future and that I've really hurt my sister now. You are an asshole. My sister won't answer my calls either. I have generally really been trying, and I feel bad for throwing it away, but I don't think my family should be cutting me off over mistake. Do they have any right? They have a right. They have a right to cut you off. You're an addict that was good, and then your friend offered you coke, and you just went, oh well, if he doesn't want it, I want to feel bad for it, so you did it, and you weren't considering that you were trying to make a promise at all. You weren't thinking about it at all, because you're, I don't know, I'm tired. They haven't acknowledged that I've ever been sober these past few months too, and I really appreciate some encouragement. Yeah, your encouragement is get off the internet and do better. Get off the internet. Go. It wasn't a mistake, it was a conscious decision. No, it was not. Not wanting your friend to do cocaine all by himself is a pretty bad excuse for breaking a promise to your sister on her wedding day. Based upon this post, I'm thinking it wasn't a promise and you weren't trying. How on earth does getting high on cocaine at your sister's wedding con, con, constitute lying? Constitute trying? Explain what you mean by trying. You have shown your family that your word means nothing. Your promises mean nothing, and letting a friend have to use a cocaine all by himself is more important than your sister's wedding to you? Narcissist. You might want to get yourself into an A and talk with your sponsor about how your family shouldn't cut you off after this incident and how, after getting high at your sister's wedding, you deserve encouragement. You might also want to reconsider rehab. You are taking zero responsibility for what you did, you asshole. Mike, you're an asshole. You didn't try. You didn't try. You didn't try at all. That's what you didn't try. Just that. It's simple. You didn't try. You're being an asshole. Don't need to talk about it. It's just you're an asshole, bro. You're a fucking asshole. If I had anyone in my life do that shit, I'd be pissed. My boyfriend used to do that shit. It wasn't coke. It was vaping or whatever. Not vaping. Some weed shit. Got pissed at him for it. Hopefully he doesn't do that shit. I swear to God, if he does, I'm like, fucking kill him. I'm 17 male, the second youngest. I didn't even read the title. That's how tired I am. It is 3:12, and I'm tired. That says a lot about my sleeping schedule. Am I the asshole for refusing to save food that I buy for my younger sister? No. No, you're not. Okay, I'm gonna take a break for a little bit. I'm gonna have to take a break. I need to lay down for a little bit. Jesus Christ. Okay, my battery's been recharged, and I interacted with YouTube Shorts, and my energy went up. Would be good for another probably 30 minutes, probably an hour. Okay, anyways, am I an asshole for refusing to save food that I buy for my younger sister? Wait, what? Let me reread that from in my head. Mm, no, no, I'm sticking with no, man. No, I'm 17 male, the second youngest in my family. I have two sisters and a brother. Jesse. I read fast. Jesse, 23 female, Kaden, 21 male, and Luna, 14 female. You should really not give out actual names. Hopefully those are not actual names. Let's hope. This post is about Luna. Excuse me. We're the only two siblings still living at home, and our parents do provide us food and stuff. But my parents aren't big on chocolate or candy, so they never buy them. We can buy our own with our own money once we're old enough to earn some, which is what I do. My parents also have a very bland palate. They don't like curries or stir fries with sauce. They don't do anything spicy at all, not even a touch of spice. Why, they don't like pepper? But I love those things, so sometimes I buy stuff to make things, and I make curry for myself, and I make spicy chicken. Oh, that sounds good. So on to Luna. She's the baby. Oh no, she's the baby of the family. Oh no, it's gonna go wrong. And her parents spoil her way more than the rest of us. They let her get away with being a brat to people, and she's not someone I like being around, and neither do our older siblings. I wouldn't like her either. She always wants to tell us what to do, and she demands things. It sounds like on the girl, the Russian girl, one of the Russian girl in fourth grade, I think. One time my parents were away at a wedding, and Jesse and Kaden came home to babysit. What was that? To home to babysit, which was just my parents saying they could stay at the house and eat for free because they paid for it, and make sure Lou and I were okay. Yes. This was last year, and Luna screamed so loud the neighbors came out to see if we were okay, and it was all because she wanted pizza while we wanted ramen. Then get her some pizza, and you guys have some ramen. God, it's not that hard. Jesus Christ. Luna said we couldn't have ramen, and we all needed to get pizza. No, if they want ramen, they'll get ramen. That's how I would do it. I'd be like, you want ramen? You want ramen? You want ramen? Okay, y'all get ramen. You want pizza? You want pizza? Get pizza. I don't fucking care. She tried taking the money out of Jesse's hand. She tried to break Jesse and Caden's phone. She even screamed at the neighbor that we wouldn't let her get pizza. Caden found a frozen pizza, and Luna screamed more that it wasn't what she wanted. Oh my god. Just fucking eat it. It's pizza. You said you wanted pizza. Nah. Another time, Kaden was home from college, and she demanded she take her to her friend's house because mom and dad weren't home. She pulled him out of bed. She threatened to break his laptop, everything. Your parents are terrible parents. Let's say that. Move on. She is always telling me to do stuff for her and scream when I say no, so I never buy her anything from what I earn because I honestly don't feel like she deserves it. You shouldn't buy her shit, not even for her birthday. She don't deserve it. Okay, she don't deserve it. Lately, she's been getting so jealous of the food I buy myself, and she told me to save some for her. I told her no, because she could buy her own food. Yeah. So she told me I can't tell her no, and said I can, and I did, and I'll do it again. She screamed in my face and demanded I give her some of my food. I said no. She has food in the fridge. She ran and told her parents like they always do. Always. God damn. Younger siblings are assholes sometimes. They backed her and told me I should be willing to share. Oh my gosh, she has her own food. Jesus Christ. I told them I would share when she treats me better and gets way better to my My parents and Luna are pissed. Their parents are stupid. Luna called me a jerk, and my parents said I wasn't being generous like they taught me to be. It's your food. It's like if I'm eating dinner and then someone goes, "My hot dog, yeah," and I go, "No, it's my hot dog. It's in my plate." And then like someone comes over like, "No, he wants it. It's the last hot dog." And there's like 12 hot dogs. Now there's other hot dogs you can grab. Grab the other hot dogs, but I want this one specifically. It's food. But no, you're not the asshole. Your parents are stupid. Your Luna's stupid. Luna's stupid. All of it. Dude, you're not the asshole. They are. So. I'm too gay for this shit. A teenager throwing tantrums over food and threatening to destroy people's property sounds like a recipe for a complete disaster of an adult. Not an asshole, but the parents really are because life will show Luna flames. Oh. Yes. It is. When she goes to college, her roommate will be living with a nightmare. Yep. Now the asshole tell your parents to give you money and you will buy Luna food. You buy it for yourself from the money they gave you. They don't give you money. Tough luck. Yes. Yes. Moving on. Oh my! I am so bad at tracking these. Me, me, me. Okay, we're on to the third row. We're almost done. Will my energy bar be able to do this? Probably not. But we're gonna do it anyways. Ooh. Am I the asshole for telling my nephew that he leaves that he can't come back? One, what is your grammar? And two, yeah, well, of course. Jesus Christ. My 9-year-old son is having a 4th of July weekend sleepover with his 2 friends and his cousin / my nephew. You're an asshole. They will be leaving on Saturday. Last night I told my boys to go shower and brush their teeth. Everyone but my nephew jumped into the shower at the same time, which was odd. It's odd for them to take a shower together. Asked my nephew if he was waiting for them to leave so he could take a shower to himself, and he said no. My nephew said he wanted to go back to his house and shower there. I said no one is at your house except my other nephew who is 20 and it's 9 p.m. He said he'd walk home and come back. No, it is 9 p.m. You shower in your own house. Jesus Christ. I said I'll drive you home, but you won't come back. So you go take a shower now or you go home. Oh my god, just take... You're so... It's not even that far. And plus, you could just tell the kid to take a shower there or not take a shower at all. Or just take a shower when they get there. You could just say that. It's easier. It's easier. It's just easier. You're being a dumbass about it. He said he wanted to go home. When it comes out to my nephew to pick him up, my brother called and I said I was being unreasonable and how my nephew was crying that he couldn't come to my house. Because you're an asshole. I don't even want to read the comments because there's no justifying. There's literally no justifying. So this child house is walking distance, is uncomfortable showering at your house, and instead of being the adult, you decide to punish him because he didn't follow your ability rules. I said it wrong. I don't care. It's just is this just because I said so kind of thing, or your actual reason? You didn't handle this properly. You're the asshole. Yep. Don't even have to read anymore because that's blatant. You're an asshole. Come on, dude. Will I? Ooh, this is will I be? Will you be? So it's the future tense. Will I be the asshole for telling my brother to shove it? Depends what he told him to shove it for. It really depends. So, undecided. My mom, 61, has always thrown a lot of loud I'm gonna say raccoons. I'll say raccoons because I'm funny. Ruckus. That's ruckus. Goddamn. Ruckus pool parties. Most summers, she throws a party every other week, but recently she. I hear a car. Ooh, it's nunny. Okay. Anyways, but recently she allowed my brother, 38, and his family, wife 40, and two kids, ages 2 and 5, to move into her house. Okay. Now my mom is babysitting a lot, and she's living by the schedule of a family with two young kids, so we'll all have to spend less time together at her pool this year. A boo-hoo. She decided she still wants to throw her annual pool party and barbecue on the 4th of July. Then let her. The party was scheduled to start at 5, but my wife and I planned to bring her cousin, 25, and her cousin's boyfriend, 27. Okay, your wife is 30 and you're 31. Not that much of a difference. Her cousin, boyfriend, 27, to the pool at 2 so we could get some sun before the party started. I okayed this with my mom on the 3rd. So she take it back? Probably. My wife's cousin had arrived at the pool a little before we did and let herself through the gate and down to the pool in the backyard, as is the custom at my mom's pool. My brother's wife came outside to tell my wife's cousin she had arrived for the party 3 hours early and asked her to leave until the party's scheduled time, so my guests are left standing on the edge of my mom's pool while my brother calls me to say he invited some special guests to arrive at 3:30. On the call, I ignore his request and arrive at the pool like I planned at 2. When I got to the pool, my brother pulled me aside and told me I need to check with him and his wife before I bring anyone to the pool. Around 3, my mom came out to the pool and I was still steamed, so I told her what my brother said, and she reassured me that this is her house 100%, and and I can bring my wife and her family swimming anytime. Awesome, mother. My question is, would I be an asshole for telling my brother how embarrassed I was by his behavior and requesting he have a talk with our mom about his authority at her house? No, you won't be an asshole. You're just going up to your brother going, it's not your house. If it was your house, your pool, then it's your decision, and you're being a little bit of butthole, saying 3:30 on the dot. Can he come inside the house? Jesus Christ. No, anyways, but no, you won't be. Not, you will not be the asshole. If your brother wants to rule the roost, he should buy his own house. You'll need to nip this behavior in the bud quickly before he gets used to being head of your mother's house. You might also check with your mother privately to make sure she is okay with all the changes around. She might feel overwhelmed and not feel able to say anything. Will not be the asshole. Mom needs to nip it in the butt. Her house, her rules, or move. Solid advice. Yes, that's very solid advice. Her house, and you like nippy in the butt, nippy in the butt, nippy 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 in the butt. Okay, am I the asshole for being pissed? Friends invited their friends. I get my eyes. Am I the asshole for being pissed? What? Being pressed. Friends invited their friends to stay at our joint vacation rental. No, no, no. It's yours. You didn't get permission. So no, you're not. Drove 13 hours with two young kids to a vacation rental that we are sharing with friends. I'm getting tired of it. I'm joking. They live close to rental, whereas we do not. We paid our share and oh my god, I can't read. And they paid theirs. Get there after driving overnight and find out our friends had friends over without mentioning to us. Annoying, but no big deal. Yes, big deal. They came over without permission. Kick them out. We were told then our friend's daughter had a friend coming to stay with us for 2 nights later in the week. I was surprised to hear that this as it wasn't mentioned before. A day and a half later, we were told that another friend and child had an issue with the rental down the street and asked that they stay one night in our rental. I was caught off guard and said, okay. That one makes sense, I guess. One night turned into two without any further discussion or permission. Both of these nights, their friends had their own bedroom, and we then had unexpectedly shared a bedroom with our friends. I told my husband multiple times that the situation bothered me, and he asked if that I tried to keep the peace for him. It's his friends from HS. It's his friends from high school. Really? Oh, he's gonna be so goddamn protective. It's my friend from high school. Okay, let them do what they want to do. Shut your mouth before I make you. I tried my best not to say anything, but after telling my husband multiple times that this is not what we agreed upon, it came to a head. I like it. Anyways, on the second night, I took my son to bed in our room, and our friends came in later and slept in our room again without asking. I was mad. I went outside and told my husband and his friends this was not okay and that I was upset. I felt as this wasn't my own vacation and I was simply joining them on their vacation. We spent thousands and took a week off from work. The husband apologized and said that he thought this was discussed and agreed upon. It was not. We had a few words and he went to bed. My husband told me that I handled it poorly. Oh my god, you did not. And that I should have kept my mouth shut and just got through the vacation. Well, he's just used to shutting his mouth. But dicks. Anyways, I woke up this morning very upset. I would too. Upset that my husband didn't support me, that our friends were more concerned about their friends than us, and that my vacation has been taken turned for the worst. I've kept myself for most of today, and I honestly just want to go home at this point. Am I the asshole? For clarification, their friends stayed for free. Oh my! I would have kicked their asses out no matter fucking what. It's Jesus Christ. Oh my God. They're using you. Plain and simple, they're using you for free shit, so they don't have to pay for any. Oh shit! You're being used. That's just, can you be properly proper? You're being used. ETA. Their friends left. I don't know about the details, but it appears that they were asked to leave after last night's incident. Good. Finally. Shouldn't have to do that after 2 freaking nights. Should have been gone the first freaking night. My husband apologized and said that he thought that this was any chance, but your husband agreed to all this. My understanding is that the friend that his wife talked to us after the first night. She did not, but my husband also didn't step up in saying anything when he knew how much it bothered me. He should have stepped up for you. Oh, I'm such a dumbass. It's not showing. It just, you can hear me reading, but not. God damn it. Oh my god. Am I that tired? Yeah, probably. Not the asshole. The friends and your husband are assholes. Your husband needed to have your back, but he needed to stand up for his own vacation and his own money spent on out of pocket too. Yeah, he needed to set a boundary and keep your room not shared with other people. As of for his friends and their friends of friends and emergencies, it honestly sounds like excuses, like his friends sold the rental to others and made money off giving up his room. As you say, you spent thousands, so presumably, shut up. So presumably, so did the friends, and they were just willing to give away generously their own vacation space they paid for, but also your vacation space you paid for. That's far too overly generous with someone else's money, time, and space. Continue. If they live locally, why did they even stay? That's true. Why didn't they offer their own empty home at the time to their friends? True. Finally, after all the BS excuses, because that's what it sounds like, they have just fundamental communication issues. They are not worth stress of going on vacation with again. Yeah, that's not worth it. Not worth it, mate. Not bloody worth it. I'd be like, no, 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 thank you. I, I clicked the wrong. I clicked on the wrong one. Dum dum. Am I hassle for not refunding? I'm doing this one. Am I hassle for not refunding a neighbor for child care costs because of my contract? Okay, let me reread it in my head just to make sure that I'm reading correct. I don't know anything about contracts, so nope, nope, nope. Question mark. Oh, sorry, text. Anyways, okay, so I don't know. Is my presumption. I'm going to think no, because contract. I run a daycare out of my home. I did childcare for my neighbor. She lives across the street in one house over a few years ago. She had another child and was pregnant in her third when she contacted me asking if I would take her kids again until her baby was born. It was part time, but her baby was 7 months old. 7 months old. And I totally don't. I have a free play daycare. Kids play with what they want and when they want. They just had to ask for craft supplies. As I had young kids, I wouldn't leave them out for the kids. Yeah, duh. Also, didn't plan daily art and crafts activities when I have such young kids, as they can't do a lot of those things. I have many kids. Many kids. No, where's my mouse at? Jesus Christ! I did. I simply moved you down so you can shut up. I have many kids. Most days they were here, so I couldn't sit with him to do activities, especially while tending to his 7-month-old sister, younger sister. She came by a couple of weeks ago to drop off the kids, and both were crying, so she left. After she left, she messaged me asking for a partial refund because she was annoyed I didn't have planned activities for one 4-year-old boy that I would have to sit with to do said activity when I have 5 other children, including a 7-month infant. I told her I didn't do refunds as per the contract. My husband said keep the peace with neighbors. I should give a refund. It's not. You can't. She can't literally. It's in the contract. If it says she can't do in the contract, she literally can't do in the contract. You can't. Contract. You dumb? You do not know what a contract is. They do not know what a contract is. I told her I didn't. I said no because she was being unreasonable. I was doing her a favor, even taking her kids because her baby was so young. Am I the asshole for not refunding the fees even though my contract says to stay? I win. You're not asshole. You're not asshole basically because your contract said you can. Everyone's shit here. Everyone's shitty here. You should have said no to begin with, obviously, and you're hiding behind a contract that was never intended to cover the situation you agreed to. Your neighbor also sucks for pushing this situation on you, but honestly, you suck more here. You did something outside the previous setup, accepting the kids, but nothing to make that work, say providing something for the older child to do. Depending on where you live, it sounds like likely illegal too, especially with a 7-month-old. Holding to that contract could easily piss off a neighbor enough to report you. Your husband at least recognizes some of the implicates and may want to stay on good terms with a neighbor, not to mention just not hurt them at a likely difficult time. He's the only one, besides kids, who doesn't suck. Yeah, everyone sucks here. Everyone just sucks here. I know I said just because of the contract or the money. Yeah, you're not asshole per contract, but you're asshole per person. So everyone's asshole. Everyone sucks here. I forget that's an I forget that's an option that everyone sucks. Refunding. There it is. Anyways, am I the asshole for buying my own set of colors in my fiance's? Oh my god, I can't read. My fiance's family house. No, simply no. No. Fiance and I are currently living at his mother's house for a good 4 months now. His mom is recently widowed and got a massive house, so invited her kids to come with her again for a bit so she can have the company and we can also save money in this economy. You must live in the United States. Or somewhere worse. Like Canada. I'm joking, Canada's nice. I had my misgivings because we've been enjoying our own place for more than 2 years at this point. Then you shouldn't have to move. But he wanted to be there for his mom as his stepdad's life ended in a very unfortunate circumstance. I'd say do it because I'm a people person. Okay, Jesus Christ. You fought me for wanting someone to be okay. My partner also wanted to study, so saving and rent is a good financial respite as he'll be working less. We've deemed the situation to be maximum 2 years arrangement. I think that makes sense. Adjusting to the house was such a difficult time for me. The house has 2 cats, 2 dogs, and they can be very feral. Never mind, I didn't mean to say boo. I'm sorry. All pets go in and out of the house as well. I grew up with a dog, but a very groomed, weekly cleaned dog. Ooh. We also had house help to deal with it, so I really didn't have much experience in cleaning up after pets. You fancy person over here. The house, understandably, is always in a state of mess with all the pets and 6 adults sharing house. Yeah, no dipshit. Since the 4 months I've been here, I haven't seen the dogs get showered / cleaned up. The dogs are known to eat their own shit and shit and pee inside the house, then step on it and walk. Oh my god, they do not know how to take care of dogs. That's actually, isn't that bad for the health? I have to move all my stuff from the floor every night to make sure they don't get shitted / pissed on before I go to bed. Yes, it had happened many times. It grossed me out so much. The mom cleans up, of course, but not really my stuff when it gets soiled. Oh my god, you're not an asshole. I'm at my wit's end. I recently saw the mom giving some of her food for the dogs using her spoons. Okay. We do use a dishwasher, but you know how sometimes the dishwasher doesn't get it all and there's gonna be crumbs stuck. I want to vomit with the thought that I might have stuck something in my mouth that got dog shit on it. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, I didn't read. Her kids have already expressed the dog shouldn't be inside, but she doesn't really listen. Her house, her rules, I understand. Yeah, but it's dog shit, and they don't want to eat dog shit. Dog shit particles. Same thing. I've been telling my partner to move out already, but I can also see how much it means to him to be with his whole family again. Opportunities like that don't really happen too much in adulthood, so what I've done is buy my own set of cutlery. 2 spoons, 2 forks, 2 teaspoons. That's fine. And hand wash them. Easy peasy, I can help myself. Well, apparently it was very offensive to my partner's my parents' mom. I didn't really communicate my disgust with the whole cutleries to dogs thing, but we had a past history where my standard of living is very different from my parents' family, so I just didn't want to add drama again when I think we put it past us finally. I really, really want to keep using my own cutleries, and I don't think it's a big deal, but does it reek of condescension and passive aggressiveness, as the mom's and partner's sibling has said? Am I the asshole? No. You have every right to buy new cutlery so you don't eat shit particles. Time for you to move out. Boyfriend can choose to stay or go with you. Nah. Okay, not the asshole. I agree. No one should feel obligated to live in a house where animals excrete on the floor and when they walk excrement everywhere. Most animals wouldn't even do that. You have a boyfriend problem if he now allows us to getting this resolved. The mother asked you to live with her. She needs to adapt and be reasonable. My brain was automatically going, not the asshole, but when I read it, I'm like, potentially, because it sounds fine. Starting out sounds fine. Sounds good. I think because of parents because of stepdad's life and like that bad. Okay, but then you had difficult time to adjust. Well, get used to it. That's not what I meant to say, but like you can get used to it. The dogs, very feral. I would get that. I'd get used to. You grew up with a dog, but it's very, but a very groomed, weekly clean dog, and not just disgusting dogs. We also had some help to deal with it, so I really much experience kind of after pets. The house, understandably, is always in a state of mess with all the pets and 16 adults sharing a house. So yeah, I did get that. This would drain me. I like being around people, but that would drain the shit out of me. Yeah, you're not an asshole. But also this, that's disgusting. Also, eating shit particles. No. No. Disgusting. What's going on? Oh, okay, so how many do we have? 2 more after this one. Yay! I like doing this, but I got so tired. And to keep myself from not being tired, I'm listening to music so I keep myself awake. Am I the asshole for telling? Shit, sorry. Am I the asshole for telling sister to stop dating a married guy? No! Where's the not an asshole in this one? You clearly are not the asshole. You're dating a married dude. No. Unless the girl, fine with it, but no, it's still bad. It's really like a guy leaving his wife cliche. Oh my, it does. My sister. That sounds like you'd put that in, after. I don't know. Anyways. My sister, 50, female, is divorced and is dating a well-heeled married guy, 49 male, who lives out of state. She travels to visit him once per month, but she does not want or need his money. He has come to visit her once. I never met him, saw him once. So far, he sounds fine, but that's Jesus Christ. The story is that his marriage has been over for a while, and he's waiting till his kids graduate high school in a couple years before he and his wife split. He claims that his wife lives in the basement of their large house and they co-parent their kids in house. What kind of shit show that must be, if true. Yeah, that you're kind of living with a person you don't want to be with for a little bit because of children. So, my sister had a physical relationship with him in the first several months, and she stopped until he gets divorced. But the emotional part continues. When I pressed her a little bit, she said he really loves his house. She said he really loves his house. Excuse. And doesn't want to sell it. They speak every day and every night, and she says, "I'll wait for him." What the fuck? Doesn't sound bad. In my opinion, she is wasting her time with this guy, and his story seems suspect. Kinda does. Yeah, claims the wife lives in the basement, and they're waiting for the kids. I mean, hey. Okay. Yeah, if true. That's a shit show. I feel like it's not true. What was I gonna say? It feels weird that if this was true, that when you talk about it, anything, I'm gonna read. So, in my opinion, she's wasting time with the guy. Time with this guy, and his story seems suspect. And does she really want to start a relationship this way, even if he does sell his house and leaves his wife? As bad as it might be, he's not leaving his relationship, will never sell his house, and when the kids leave, he'll come up with some excuse as to why the timing isn't right. It never will be. As I told her if she meant that much to him, he would get a divorce, sell the house, co-parent like normal divorced parent people, and be able to get her the kind of relationship she wants and deserves, albeit long distance. Long distance is good. For some people. I think she likes him living far away and embraces him being unavailable. Oh, that's weird. For me, I can't do that. Am I the asshole for telling her she should stop and that I don't know who's more screwed up? My sister, her boyfriend, her boyfriend's kids, or should I just stay out of it? Not your problem, stay out of it. I'd be like, I tried. Now my fucking head. Admonishing her once or twice is fine, but don't nag her. She'll find out her way sooner or later. Agreed. One way for your sister to be sure is to contact the wife if she's really sleeping separate, and then it won't be a problem to contact the wife. Like many on here, I doubt the story she has told you, and I'll go past that and say I wouldn't be surprised to see an update where your sister finds out she was not the only side piece. Yeah, not the asshole. It's gonna be a mess to begin with, anyways. I'm an asshole for refusing to leave after I made a funny joke. Depends what the joke is. Certain jokes can mess with certain people. My family got together for a 4th of July yesterday. True that. My brother rented a nice house in Malibu. Malibu's such a nice place. I've seen pictures. It looks nice. I'm 25 and the next oldest person is 35. 10 years apart. I tend to hang out with my nephews who are under 13. That's a age gap. Ow. My 11-year-old nephew, Reed. Ooh, that sounds familiar. Ow. Has been clashing with my brother. I guess Reed was eating in the pool and my brother told him not to. He asked why not. My brother said he didn't want to pay extra to clean chips out of the pool. Reed said something like, "God, you're literally fucking worried about everything." Oh, he's one of those people. I thought my brother was about to jump in the pool, so I joked and said, "Hey, watch your fucking mouth with that language." Reed laughed. yeah, I would be like, yeah, "Hey, watch your fucking mouth with that language." yeah, I would laugh too. That was funny as hell. Later, my brother asked me to leave. I said, "Why?" He said, "I had no business getting involved with this squabble with Reed." I said I was defuse the situation because you were about to lose it. He said he didn't care and to leave. I said I'm not your kid. You're 44 and trying to parent everyone. I drove all the way out here and I'm not leaving because your ego is hurt. This morning he told me to leave or move out of his home. I told him he was crazy and needed help. You're going too far. Everyone sucks here. You're an asshole. You're a joke, completely undermined your brother's parenting. What what you seeing as diffusing the situation was actually sending a message to Reed that it's funny that when he mouths off to his father and that it's perfectly okay for him to openly defy his father, even when the father is making reasonable requests not to eat in the pool. If you're living with your brother full time, then it's perfectly acceptable for your brother to decide that you are no longer welcome. It's it's the next day and you still think you did nothing wrong, which means you are going to continue to undermine his parenting. Edit. Diffusing instead of defuse. Okay, just diffusing. Yeah. I'm surprised there's no asshole tag here. But that was 4 hours ago. I wouldn't mind if it had an asshole tag to it. I've been doing this for almost 3 hours. Jesus Christ. Am I the asshole for berating my brother? No. Oh no, I don't think you would be, depending on it. I, 39 female, am married with my husband, 41 male, and we have 3 children together, 14 female and 12 female. 14 female, 12 female, and 8 male. A few days ago, my husband and I invited some family over for dinner as we didn't see them for quite some time. I can't speak English. I arranged time for everyone to come at 4 p.m. and so I was able to plan when to clean the house and when to cook dinner. Okay. Okay, my brother, 42 male, his wife, and his son arrived at 3 p.m., which was earlier than expected, but it didn't bother me because the house was already spotless. My husband greeted them all because I was busy meal prepping in the kitchen. My eldest daughter dislikes physical attention, and my husband and I raise our children to voice their boundaries and say no to something that makes them uncomfortable. Good. Good parenting. My daughter came downstairs to greet them, and as soon as she entered the living room where my brother was, my brother immediately attempt to hug her. My daughter backed away and was firm about her dislike towards physical affection. Now, some people don't like physical affection. There's a motorcycle outside. My brother was persistent and wanted to hug her, so my daughter ran to the kitchen and hid behind me because my brother had followed her. Oh my god, it's weird. My daughter explained her issues with my brother being persistent in hugging and even clarifying what her boundaries are to me, so I had explained on her behalf, despite my best efforts to explaining to him about what her boundaries are, he said, "It's just a hug, not that big of a deal." Some people don't like personal touch, so yes, it is, which made me irate. I don't want anyone invalidating and wanting to cross anyone's boundaries, especially my daughter's. Then I started berating him, saying he should respect people's boundaries and continue the defensive. It's just a hug. I was gonna compare it to something, but I don't know what it. I want to. I was like, it's like it saying it's just this or it's just that when it's not really. Because of the person's personal. What's it? Personal space or whatever. I don't know what the word is. I can't word right now. For the whole evening, he gave me the cold shoulder, and so did his wife. I assumed that he told his wife what happened, and my assumptions were correct because both of them texted on the family group chat next day and said that I was being sensitive for refusing to let my brother hug my daughter and shouldn't have been. I justified myself saying that she dislikes physical touch. Now our family is divided, saying that it's just a hug or my brother shouldn't be crossing people's boundaries. So Reddit, and my asshole for my brother. No, personal space. Personal space much? My brother had followed her. What a weirdo. Non-asshole. My brother arrived at 3 p.m. and was earlier than expected. And rude. He said it's just what not that big a deal. Yet he's the one who made a big deal of it, following her, giving you the cold shoulder the rest of the night, and then continuing on about the chat the next day. My thought as well. Yeah. If a hug is not a big deal, then it shouldn't be a big deal not to get / give him a hug, and not the asshole. I asked my own 4-year-old daughter, almost anyways, if I could give her a hug. If she says no, which actually only happens when she's angry with me or I have soap in my hands from washing the dishes, then I respect that. In fact, I enforce others to respect my daughter's boundaries. Of course, I also teach her that she should ask other people if she can give them a hug. Yeah, you're not an asshole. Are you dragging your laptop? I know. I was just seeing what he's doing. And berating him for it. Hey buddy, how you doing? Newbie. What are you shushing? What? Well, that's all of them. Why, you think you're not allowed to use it? Yeah, but said it's yours. I really don't care about it. I'm the one that broke it anyways, so. So, I guess that's the end of it. I guess. What? What's so funny? I have no clue what you're saying, buddy. You're 3 years old. I don't understand. Huh? What? Okay. Whatever. I can't understand you. Ow. 2K. Okay, so I guess that's the end of the... That's gonna be the end for the stream for today. I'm going to probably pass out. I'm tired as shit. Hope you guys have a good day.